What's up, everyone? This video was recorded on July 8th, 2024. The current temperature is 78 Fahrenheit, 26 Celsius. And today I'm going to be showing you around 𝐤𝐵𝐵 Parkway, Stockbridge Road, and back to Stockbridge. I originally recorded a video coming over here, but the video was overexposed, so I had to redo that over. But we just left the intersection of Walt Stevens Parkway, and I'll make this one whole continuous video. So next up, I'm going to be going over to Jonesboro. Let me walk over here. This is a really bad, steep part of the sidewalk there. But overall, coming here from Stockbridge, I wouldn't recommend to ride the older sidewalks. It's not even at all. But here we go. The road to Terra Museum in Jonesboro Historic District is only a mile from here. Jonesboro is also known for its historic contributions such as Gone with the Wind. Its house is located over here. So right now we're on Stockbridge Road, but it merges onto where we just came from, 𝐤𝐵𝐵 Parkway, which I'll be coming back over here a little bit later. So this is the outskirts of the historic town area of Jonesboro, Georgia. Road is in kind of bad shape, but behind me. Yeah, that's just a tip of advice. If you're going to be on a scooter, don't trust these sidewalks. It's very bumpy, and a lot of those sidewalk blocks almost threw me off the scooter at speed. So don't try to ride it on the sidewalk. It's not a good idea. I know in Georgia and places like here, they'll say to ride it on the sidewalk. And I can only speak from Georgia at this point because they've said that here in Georgia, but it's not worth it. Just gonna take a shortcut over here and go to the right, which will take me right into the immediate town area of Jonesboro, Georgia. I'll roll around through there and go back to Stockbridge, so you guys can see what it looks like scooting or bicycling over here. It's a historic house, but it's abandoned. So it's its outshell, leaves growing all over it. If you don't already know, Jonesboro, Georgia is a historic town with a reputable status here in Clayton County, Georgia. On the youth scene, a lot of rappers came out of Clayton County, representing Atlanta, but representing over here. Here's the historic railroad museum to the right of us. I'm going to stay straight and wrap back around over here. To the left of us is the historic courthouse. Gonna wrap around over here to the right and loop back around. Foster and Smith Attorneys at Law is to the left of us. The crossings at Jonesboro. That's a some sort of business plaza, rather. Okay, let's wrap around over here. Here's the historic town of Jonesboro. Let me show you over here real quick as well. This area called Broad Street, rather. Veil. Looks like they're redoing some of the grass on the sidewalk over here. There's a night lounge over here as well. Thank you so much. To the left is a bank. They have a mural over here that's some years old called Fiddly D. There are a lot of historic buildings over here that are in need of TLC, some of them, but I'll go ahead and come over here, or right through over here, and show it to you, and then I'll loop back around that way. Then I'll show you how to get to Stockbridge on a scooter from over here. But we have the Fig Tree Cafe, Arts Clayton Gallery, the Jonesboro First United Methodist Church, and gonna take a left now. It's a big train track rail. Stopped the whole scooter. That was barely crawling. Okay. Bumpy street going on here. Once again, here's the Clayton County Courthouse. Coming from the other direction. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and go on to Stockbridge Road, right up ahead, and as its name mentions, it'll take you right into Stockbridge, Georgia. All the way from over here in the historic town area of downtown Jonesboro. 2x2 thrift shop. Okay. They're remodeling this historic, beautiful house to the right. Can't wait to see what it looks like when it's finished, but it's have some wear and tear on it. Or if it's had some wear and tear rather on it. A lot of the homes over here are very historic, and some of them are in need of repair. Thank you. It's only because there's a lot of cars behind me, or that driver is going pretty fast, so I got into the sidewalk. But like I mentioned earlier, I wouldn't really recommend to go on these sidewalks. I'm gonna go ahead and show you why. It's not the best experience to do so. Like this area, for example, right here, there's a pedestrian right there, and there's a tree blocking the way. And look at that, there's more trees up ahead. So how are you going to even be able to see if people are coming if you're riding it on the sidewalk here, and there's barely any room anyway? Very bumpy infrastructure. It could mess up your wheels. So I'm going to go ahead and merge back onto the main road here and protect my wheels. It's a pretty steep hill. I have this on the wide angle lens and not the ultra wide, but still shows you a pretty good idea of what it's like. Okay, I'm gonna show you again. Well, no, I'll stay over here. There's not a lot of cars behind me. Never mind, I'm gonna keep my wheels on my scooter. But these sidewalks are no joke to ride on. So once again, if you're thinking about doing that, it's just not a good idea to scoot on them unless you're doing it at modest speeds, not 19 miles an hour. So according to this sign, Stockbridge is 9 miles away and Conyers is 25. Let me also add, it just depends on what you want to do. If you want to take the sidewalk, you can, but it's going to be a bumpy experience. But if you want to stay safe and risk it, or if you want to ride smoother rather, not stay safe and risk it, if you want to ride smoother and risk it rather, you can ride it in the street like I'm doing, but it's going to save your scooter wheels in the long run. Those teddy bears and stuffed animals have been out here for years, so I see wear and tear on the stuffed animals that we just passed to the left. It was a memorial site, but those stuffed animals have seen better days. Maybe they should go ahead and wash the animals off and preserve them. Stop sign here. Got 34% battery remaining on my scooter. I've done 8.9 miles this ride. To the right is going to be Clayton County International Park. It is the summertime, so right now you can actually go there and they have a small lakeside beach area you can relax at. They have water parks there. I'll do that in a separate video next time. In this video I wanted to highlight going from really Stockbridge to Jonesboro and back, but from where the video started, Walt Stevens Parkway to Jonesboro and then to Stockbridge. And to re-highlight again from the other video that I couldn't record really, or that didn't come out well, why not to ride on the sidewalks and why that could be bad on your scooter wheels. I'd say even a bicycle's better, but your vehicle's bigger, so it's kind of a catch-22 situation depending on how fast you're cycling on the sidewalk. Right, we have some sort of power plant, Georgia Power. Runnymede Drive and 𝐤𝐴𝐳 Parkway, which is what we're currently riding on. We're on 𝐤𝐴𝐳 Parkway. It smells like bleach over here and gasoline. An interesting smell combination, I'll give you that. Summit Business Parkway, no outlet. Got Xfinity working on some sort of electrical wires, maybe underground. Xfinity is pretty cool. They have very fast internet here in Georgia. Point. It almost looks like it's saying High Paint, the way the cursive looks. The High Point community, and up ahead is Morant Drive and Berry Road to the right, and Morant to the left. Overall, I would say if you're going to scoot from Jonesboro to Stockbridge, you can do it on the sidewalk, but be careful. Watch this. It's a bumpy experience. Gotta be careful here. Now we're crossing into the border of Henry County from Clayton. And with that, going towards the outskirts of Stockbridge. Stockbridge, Georgia. It's part of Henry County, Georgia, but some parts of it intercept Clayton County still as well. On this same street, further on down. So this part of the sidewalk isn't bad, but it's a pretty jumpy experience and I wouldn't recommend it. So here we go, we're gonna ride on the street now. It's a plaza to the right called 𝐬𝐲𝐵 Commons. There's only a few businesses there, Lifestyle Smoothie and a smoke shop. It's a nice car that just rolled by. And to the left of us, they're constructing a whole new sidewalk. It'll be much wider and better and way more pedestrian friendly as well as personal transportation friendly, and there are also new condos being built as I speak and as we're riding by it, so, or as we just rode by it rather. Up ahead is the Stockbridge Village Plaza. It's not really a unique name, but they have a Chinese restaurant here and so much more to offer. Once Upon a Time Academy. Apparently they're now enrolling, and they have a Mexican restaurant called Rancho's Mexican Restaurant. Bright Pharmacy. Townsend Income Tax. Gonna have to scoot now. The battery's going pretty low. And on this scooter, it doesn't do well when it gets underneath 20%. The Ninebot F2. Just have to kind of kick it there a bit. Seven miles an hour. Up ahead is Interstate 75. You can take the right way to go over towards McDonough, Georgia, and Locust Grove, and further on south, all the way down if you want to go to Florida, and Macon, Georgia, and further south Florida. And to the left will take you into Atlanta, but you're gonna have to go to the next intersection, obviously, over here in the United States, since it's right side forward. And also there's an express bus stop if you want to get into Atlanta easier without necessarily driving there. You can park your car and take the bus into Atlanta. This is called the Express, spelled with an X. Express, Georgia. I haven't tried it yet, but I'll probably try it one day. To the right, as you see, they're building a new hotel over here by a McDonald's. This McDonald's has been here for a while now, but I remember when it was brand new, more than a decade ago. Gonna go ahead and finish riding my scooter a couple more blocks up the street on the sidewalk, since it's not really going street appropriate speeds. Now I can ride it on the sidewalk. cars turning to their left. And no cars behind me. We can keep going straight. We got a puddle over here and some mud. Passing underneath Interstate 75. Once again, to the left of us is Express, Georgia. Once again, that'll take you into downtown Atlanta. Express Stockbridge Park and Ride, 𝐿𝐻𝐺𝐴.com, ATL. Or I think it's Express ATL, they're just advertising the website in between. Gonna ride it up another intersection here, and or a couple more driveways up, and I'll go ahead and end the video over there. Advertising at this car wash, and I mentioned this in a few videos ago, where you can buy one wash and get 29 free. Head on the right and I'll show you where it is. Okay, it's to the right over here, and it's adjacent to the Kroger shopping plaza and parking lot. Here's how this car wash looks. They have touchscreen kiosks over there where you can enter and pay there, and outside, well, all of them are outside, but I think they have about 20 kiosks you can use to, or 20 stations where you can clean off your car at. And I'm going to go ahead and end the video over here. So thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed that interesting trip from Jonesboro, Georgia to Stockbridge and around the town area of Jonesboro, and what it's like to ride the sidewalks on a scooter, please hit the like button. Please comment down below on what you thought about that ride. If you would do it any different than me, or how you would do it. And I will definitely see you next video. Thanks for watching, everyone, and take care.